Welcome to Donmar TV News Channel.
Okay, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. It's 1:30 in the afternoon here in the Philippines at pag-usapan natin itong interview ni President Bongbong Marcos sa Amerika na tinanong ito kay Gregory B. Pulling ng Senior Fellow and Director of Southeast Asia Program and Asia Maritime Transparency Initiative na nabanggit dito ang tungkol sa human rights ng Pilipinas at nabanggit rin yung previous administration ni former President Duterte. Ayan, ng picture ni Duterte at ni Senator Bato de la Rosa dahil nabanggit nga ni Presidente Bongbong Marcos, sinagot niya ang mga tanong tungkol nga sa previous administration sa war on drugs kasi issue ngayon yung human rights sa Pilipinas. Ngunit nagka-issue ito ngayon dahil trending ito ngayon sa Facebook at sa social media na yung pagsagot ni Presidente Bongbong Marcos na para raw na may komentaryo itong si PBBM. Pilit na pinapaaway ng mga DDS at ang DDS at ang mga loyalista pilit pinag-aaway ng mga dilawan, no? Na wala na magawa, na hindi nila alam na yung DDS at loyalista, yung iba naman nag-aaway. Para sa akin, yung DDS at loyalista magkakampi yan. Okay? So, panoorin natin itong interview at magre-react tayo dito. Okay? So, bago ang lahat, bago ko yan ipapakita, i-like at i-share tong video natin sa Facebook at sa YouTube para kakalat ito sa taong bayan, okay? Sabay-sabay tayong mag-like and share. 1, 2, 3, go! And also guys, subscribe, follow Donmar TV para lagi kayong updated sa mga balita na kagaya nito, okay? Sabay-sabay tayong mag-follow and subscribe. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, thank you very much. So, i-play ko itong video interview ni PBBM at magre-react tayo. Sabay-sabay tayong mag-react, okay? And play.
Labor rights and human rights. And a week and a half ago, in response to the tragic murder of Alex de la Rosa, your Department of Justice issued a very strong statement condemning the culture of impunity in the Philippines, and argued that it will not be allowed to stand. Could you elaborate a bit on what your administration's plans are to tackle that culture and the human rights abuses that it's allowed?
Well, I think those derive most of the discussion that are critical of the human rights situation of the Philippines derive from the policy that we undertook to fight the drug war. And perhaps and in my view, what had happened in the previous administration is that we focused very much on enforcement. And because of that, it could be said that there were abuses by certain elements in the government, and that has caused some...
Yung statement ni PBBM dyan, maraming mga dilawan dyan na nilaglag raw ni PBBM yung si Pangulong Duterte dyan sa the way na sinabi ni PBBM dyan. Itong mga dilawan na to, pinag-aaway talaga nila ang loyalista at itong mga DDS. Nilaglag raw ni PBBM itong Duterte administration sa kanyang sagot. Grabe.
I'm concerned with in many quarters about the human rights situation in the Philippines. Well, I cannot speak...
Mamaya, i-explain ko sa inyo bakit hindi, para sa akin, hindi nilaglag ni PBBM ang Duterte admin.
To what my predecessor had in mind and what his idea was. But what I can speak to is the policy that we have undertaken. And that I said the drug war continues to be at the source of much criminality in the Philippines. The syndicates have grown stronger and wealthier and more influential, worryingly so. But instead of going after everyone, I tried to identify the key areas where we have that we have to tackle, the key areas that we have to attend to, so that we can see a diminution of the activity of the drug syndicates. To this end, we have just finished. We instituted a process by which we asked it is very clear. I think anyone who looks at the drug problem in the Philippines, even very quickly, will immediately see that the problem lies in enforcement. And some of our law enforcement officers have been sucked in to this terrible these terrible systems that have enriched themselves at the cost of the lives of many, especially our young people. And the policemen, that is why we instituted, I organized a commission, and I asked for the resignation of all the police officers from colonel level up. And we have received about, 917 resignations. And we are now in the process of looking through the records of these officers to see those that have had derogatory comments, those that have evidence against them. As of today, 2 of those very high-ranking, I think general rank, have already been separated from the service. And there are still over 30 cases that are being administratively investigated. And that will continue. And if anything is found that implicates any of them to be involved in any of these activities, then we will start to develop the cases against them, and in that way dismantle this terrible system that has grown up and has become such a cancer in our society that has gone all the way to the highest levels of government. So the change in policy, I believe, is much more focused. I always say that the previous administration had focused on enforcement. We have taken enforcement as far as we can. Now it is time to look at actually going after dismantling these syndicates. And before that, we should also look at not the rehabilitation of those who have already fallen into this drug culture, which has destroyed their lives. Further back to that process is also a process of re-education, of explaining, especially to our young people, what the potential damage is to their lives should they be involved in this way. Not only as users, not only as addicts, but also as dealers and operators of these syndicates. And so it is we are looking at the problem as a whole. We start with the errant policemen. We go back to the process for those who have unfortunately fallen into this addiction cycle, and for the young people in the country who have yet to, who I hope and we hope will never enter into that kind of lifestyle, to continue to educate and to give options to our young people, so that they are not tempted to indulge in these activities.
Okay. So, ayan, no, nabanggit lahat ni PBBM doon ang tungkol nga sa nangyari sa previous administration. Ngayon, marami itong mga komentaryo sa comment section na nagbabanggit na para raw nilaglag ni PBBM ang previous administration, which for me, the way I understand it, kasi itong mga mag-a-analyze na mga mga dilawan dyan na mag-comment, wala sa hulog yung mga analysis nila. Ang sa akin, no, ang kay PBBM dito, he cannot speak for the previous admin, which is the former President Duterte. Hindi siya makapag-speak. Dahil issue nga, alam naman natin na marami ang bumabatikos sa previous admin dahil worst talaga yung drug case natin dito sa Pilipinas. So, Presidente Bongbong Marcos was just telling to the Americans na hindi siya makapag-defend sa previous admin tungkol dyan sa argument na yan. Ngunit, pabor si Presidente Bongbong Marcos sa ginawa ng previous administration, which is si former President Duterte. Pabor si PBBM dyan. Bakit siya pabor? Kasi ang ating problema sa Pilipinas sa drug war was very worst. And walang option na iba itong si former President Duterte ngunit yan ang gawin talaga. Ngunit ngayong present time sa Pilipinas, nawawala na yung mga mabibigat na problema tungkol dyan sa drug war. Ngunit meron pa mang problema. Ngayon, ang tinututukan ni PBBM, ang kanyang strategy ngayon sa drug war is hindi na niya tinitira yung mga maliliit. Kasi napag-isipan niya ng administrasyon ni PBBM o ng Marcos administration na isa sa mga problema nila is yung sariling mga opisyal involved na dito sa drogas, sa drugs. So yan nga, pati mga policemen nag-i-involve na dito sa drugs. Yan ang tinutugis ngayon ni PBBM. Yan ang sinusolusyonan ni PBBM. Na pati ang mga high-ranking officials na involved dito na mga politiko at mga kapulisan, yun ang kanilang target ng mga operasyon. 'Di ba? Nabanggit nga niya yung yung pinare-resign lahat ng mga pulis kasi ang daming involved dyan. Yan ang nagpo-protect ng mga drogas kaya hindi mawala sa bansa ang drogas. Okay? So, very good strategy ni PBBM. So, kayong mga dilawan na laging bumabatikos kay PBBM na pilit ninyong pinaaaway itong loyalista at DDS, wala, inggit lang kayo. Kaya, manananawagan ako sa lahat ng mga loyalista at sa mga DDS supporters na sana naman huwag kayong magpadala dyan sa mga dilawan na laging nagpapaaway sa DDS at loyalista. Diba? Sila yung sila yung mananalo dito, yung mga dilawan, alam nyo naman. Diba? So, kayong mga audience ko dito, libre kayong mag-comment, mag-react tungkol dito sa interview ni PBBM. Okay, kung paano niya hinandle ito, hindi siya nag-komentaryo sa previous administration because hindi siya, wala siyang karapatan dyan. Kasi kay former President Duterte yung mga dapat i-explain dyan. No? Kasi masama sa imahe ng presidente natin na magkikriticize siya sa previous administration. Which is, alam naman ni PBBM na he understands the strategy of former President Duterte. At sa ngayon naman, alam ni PBBM na nire-respeto siya kay former President Duterte, former President Duterte sa kanya ring strategy ngayon ni PBBM. Okay? Mag-react, comment at pag-usapan natin yan sa comment section ang inyong mga analysis at yung mga yung the way you understand the interview of PBBM. Okay? So guys, like and share this video para kakalat ito sa taong bayan. Subscribe, follow Donmar TV para lagi kayong updated sa mga balita na kagaya nito. Okay? So guys, see you in my next video. Have a great day. God bless everyone.